Hello, this is Chris Smith from the Eagle Tribune sports writer and author of the blog Smitty on Baseball, here talking about the Boston Red Sox as usual. Today I want to talk a little bit about the signing of reliever Dan Wheeler, a 33-year-old who is a native of Warwick, Rhode Island. I think this is an important signing for the Red Sox because he provides depth and stability in the bullpen, and that's important for a building of a championship ball club. Let's look at one of the best bullpens the Red Sox ever had. That was in 2007, a year the Red Sox won the World Series. The bullpen posted an earned run average of 3.10 that year during the regular season, and had three members with more than 10 holds. Those pitchers were Hideki Okajima, 27 holds, Javier Lopez, 13 holds, and Manny Del Carmen, 11 holds. Additionally, Brendan Donnelly and Mike Timlin each had 8 holds. The 2007 bullpen had 7 members with more than 20 innings pitched that year, with an ERA under 3.43. Last year, so that bullpen had depth. It had guys they could rely on if somebody got hurt, if somebody just wasn't performing at a time. They had somebody that could always step in and be the go-to guy, setup guy who could hold the lead, preserve a late-inning lead. Now let's take a quick look at the 2010 bullpen, which posted a dismal 4.24 earned run average. The only person that could be relied on to preserve a late-inning lead last year was Daniel Bard, 32 holds, 1.93 ERA, and a 1.00 WHIP. All others really could not be relied on too much to preserve a late-inning lead. Well, we really don't know. I think an important thing to bring up is that we really don't know how Bobby Jenks is going to adjust to his new role as a setup man. He's always been a closer. He's transitioning from closer to setup man, or he's been a closer for most of his career with the Chicago White Sox. We really don't know how he's going to transition to be a setup man. A lot of people hope he's going to do well. He's a fireballer who can strike out a lot of guys and provide, some of that, a good compliment to Daniel Bard, but we really don't know how he's going to perform in his new role. So I think it's important that the Red Sox sign somebody that has experience in that middle reliever setup role, who can step in and do the job if somebody else doesn't perform well, or if somebody gets hurt. I mean, what if Daniel Bard or Bobby Jenks gets hurt? It's important to have depth there, and that's what Dan Wheeler provides. Okay, let's look at some of Dan Wheeler's stats for his career. As I say, he's a 33-year-old, a native of Warwick, Rhode Island, pitched in 64 games last year and posted a 3.35 earned run average, 9 holds, and a 1.08 whip with Tampa Bay. His career stats: 530 games, 9 starts, 43 saves, 115 holds, a 1.22 whip, and a 3.84 earned run average. Wheeler had a very good whip last year, and that's an important stat, I think, for a bullpen guy. You don't want to allow a lot of hits and walks per innings pitched. That's what the stat is, walks and hits per innings pitched. You don't want to walk a lot of guys. You don't want to allow hits late in games. So that's an important stat. The past 3 years, he's had a very good whip, 0.995 whip in 2008, a 0.867 whip in 2009, and a 1.076 whip this past year. So I think that it's important to realize that this is a guy that can get the job done if somebody else can't. He's a guy that can step in and provide more stability in this bullpen. Okay, this is Chris Smith, the Eagle Tribune sports writer and author of the blog Smitty on Baseball, saying I hope you all have a great Saturday. We'll see you back on the blog tomorrow. Have a good day.